let's say I offer Steve Cully,
Please do.
right? And I offer you, and you say, I want to commit to you.
You're offering me a job? I commit.
No. Yeah. So I offer Steve Cully, and he commits to me. Why can't they just have, like you would in business, as soon as he commits, if he's interested in making that commitment binding, why can't I just sign him then, pending getting into the school? Meaning, as long as he gets into school, he's signed.
Well, you technically are, if you are offered a scholarship,
No, I'm saying, why don't they
you're
allow?
already in the school. You're already allowed in the school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But why don't they just do that? Like, why don't they just let them just sign immediately if they want to?
Yeah, they should. They should.
As opposed to waiting any time period
Mhm.
whatsoever, right? And then that way,
that would make more sense.
And you might have some issues with like people trying to get out of it, but at least the kid and the school know that person's coming to them.
Well, you heard the situation at Wisconsin that's going on.
No.
So a kid at Wisconsin tried to enter the transfer portal. He was denied.
Okay.
And he announced he's transferring to Miami. He applied and got in or whatever. He's going to Miami. And Wisconsin is looking at all remedies, including suing him, because he's not living up to his NIL deal.
Oh.
He was one of the few that's actually signed a 2-year NIL deal. So if you're on it, so now they're going into another uncharted area. If you're on a 2-year NIL deal and you want to enter the transfer portal, you have to get permission to break that contract. Right. And Wisconsin did not give him permission to break that contract. So
want to know what I heard?
Yeah.
I heard that if someone wanted to break the thing of having to go into transfer portal, let's say you were going to Wisconsin and I didn't want to go there anymore and I wanted to transfer out. All I'd have to do was unenroll from the school.
Yeah, you drop out. Yeah.
And I don't have to do any transfer portal. I just re-enroll in Miami.
But okay, because that would nullify the NIL deal because you're not enrolled in school. You're not transferring.
I'm not transferring.
Wow. That's the loophole.
I watched a YouTube video on this. Okay, here's an interesting loophole. I watched just how things come in your feed. These guys didn't even have that many followers. They had like 500 followers, but they talked about it, and I was just like, wow, that's interesting. So I listened to the whole thing, and they basically said that the loophole is if I went to, let's say, UConn, and I didn't want to go to UConn anymore. Let's say UConn. Let's say I wanted to go to Rutgers. I didn't want to go to Rutgers anymore. Okay. And I decided, and I signed some sort of deal, and they don't want to let me in the transfer portal.
Which is illegal, by the way. They're supposed to let you in the transfer portal.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's even say this. Let's say I don't want to go into transfer portal because I've already transferred too many times or whatever. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And now I decide, say they're not even no NIL deal. It's just I've transferred 4 times.
I'm not.
All I have to do is unenroll from the school.
Right.
And then
apply
to XYZ University. And if those schools are offering me a scholarship or deal and I get in, then I don't need a transfer portal. You know who actually did that? So the running back that's going to Sac State, he didn't do it. He did this on purpose, by the way. I'll tell you, but he did it because like he had transferred out and it didn't work out. I'll tell you right now who did it. So the running back that Sacramento State got from Alabama. Okay, he'd been at Alabama. He's a 5-star.
Right.
And he's had a difficult career. So he was at Alabama. He actually played a lot. Okay. A wide receiver. I'm sorry, wide receiver. He played as wide receiver at Alabama. Played a lot. Then he did something. He violated some rules. He transferred out. He played for the Texas Longhorns. And then he left school at Texas. And he left Texas. And he was at no school for 2 years.
He just dropped out for 2 years and did nothing.
Did nothing. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he just got a commit. He committed to Sacramento State, and I think he's getting a good amount of money too from NIL. But he didn't have to go into the transfer portal.
No.
So it says he's committed out of the transfer portal, but I don't think he had. He did not have to go into any transfer portal.
He was unenrolled.
Yeah. He was unenrolled from schools. So I don't even know if he was actually in the transfer portal. They just say it because people don't know.